Hello students, how are you? Students, yesterday I explained uh, third part of the lesson, the proposal, and in that part I was telling you that Natalia was saying that the auction meadows belong to her, and she further was telling Lomo that auction meadows, the cost of auction meadows were only 300 rubles, but because of the matter of dignity, she could not leave them. She could not give them to Lomo. Now I am going to explain fourth part of the lesson. Lomo, hear me out, I implore you. The peasants of your father's grandfather, as I have already had the honor of explaining to you, used to bake bricks for my aunt's grandmother. Now my aunt's grandmother wishing to make them a pleasant. After that, Lomo requested Natalia to listen what he wanted to say, and he told Natalia that he had already told her that the peasants of his father's grandfather used to bake bricks for his aunt's grandmother. That is why his aunt's grandmother gave the auction meadows without cost, without taking any money, to the peasants of Natalia's father's grandfather. While Lomo was explaining, telling all these things to Natalia interrupted him. I cannot make head or tail of all this about aunts and grandfathers and grandmothers. The meadows are ours, that's all. At this, Natalia interrupted while Lomo was explaining, telling that Auction meadows belong to him. And Natalia interrupted her by saying that she did not want to listen any story from him, and she was saying that if auction meadows belong to her, then they belong to her. Lomo, mind. After listening Natalia's words, Lomo told Natalia that auction meadows belong to him. Natalia insisted and told that auction meadows belong to her. You can go on proving it for 2 days on end. You can go and put on 15 dress jackets, but I tell you they are ours. I don't want anything of yours, and I don't want to give anything of mine, so there. After listening Lomo's word, Natalia told that auction meadows belong to her family. And she further told Lomo that he could not prove it. She could not prove that auction meadows belong to his family, even after wearing 15 jackets in order to impress her. She told Lomo that she could never be impressed by him, and that is why she could never accept it that auction meadows belong to the property of Lomo's family. And she further told Lomo that she did not want anything of his. She did not want to take anything which belonged to him, and she also did not want to give anything to him which belongs to her. Lomo, Natalia Stepanova, I don't want a meadows, but I am acting on principle. If you like, I will make you a present of them. After listening to Natalia's word, Lomo told Natalia by addressing her as Natalia Stepanova that for him Oxymeadows had no value. But because of the principle, because of matter of dignity, he could not leave it. He could not leave them. He could not say that Oxymeadows belonged to her family. And he further told Natalia that he would give those Oxymeadows to her as a gift. Natalia, I can make you a present of them myself because they are mine. After listening to Lomo's word, Natalia told that she could give Oxymeadows as a present to him from herself because Oxymeadows belong to her. Your behavior when Ivan Vasilievich is strange, to say at least up to this we have always thought of you as a good neighbor, a friend. She further told Ivan Lomo that he was behaving in a strange manner and his behavior was not like a behavior of good neighbor. And she further told him that she was considering him as a good neighbor and a friend. Last year we lent you our threshing machine, although on that account we had to put off our own threshing till November. And she further told Lomo that after considering him as a good neighbor last year she lent him her threshing machine. Because of that she had put off her own threshing till November, because she gave his threshing machine to Ivan Lomo. That is why she could not thresh her grain, the sheaves. She could not thresh the sheaves, and she had put it off till November. But you behave to us if we were gypsies. And Natalia further told Ivan Lomo that even after that he was behaving with him if he was considering that her family members would be a gypsy. He was considering if her family, Natalia's family members, did not have their property, any property. They were living like nomads, like gypsies. Giving me my own land, indeed. No, really, that is not all the neighborly. Giving me, and Natalia told Ivan Lomo that he wanted to present, according to Lomo, he wanted to present her Oxymeadows to her as a gift. And that is why this is not the friendly behavior, neighborly behavior. In my opinion, it is even impudent if you want to know. And Natalia further told that in her opinion, whatever Lomo was doing, it was not good. He was behaving like a crook person. And Lomo, then you make out that I am a land grabber. After listening Natalia's word, while Natalia was saying that Ivan Lomo wanted to present the land to her which already belonged to her. That is why his behavior was not good. His behavior was not like a neighbor. like a good neighbor, like a friend. His beard not friendly. His beard was impudent, not good. Lomo, after listening to Natalia's word, Lomo asked Natalia if she was considering him as a land grabber, land encroacher, or like you can say, bhumafia. Madam, never in my life have I grabbed anybody else's land, and I shall not allow anybody to accuse me of having done so. And Lomo further told Natalia by addressing her as a madam that in his whole life he never grabbed, he never encroached anybody's else lands, and I shall not allow anybody to come accuse me of having done so. And he also told Natalia that in his he also did not allow anybody to encroach his land. Lomo told Natalia that in his whole life he never grabbed anybody's land, never encroached anybody's land, and that is why he also could not allow anybody to encroach, to grab his land. Quickly steps to the carafe and drinks more water. Oxen meadows are mine. And after that he hurriedly moved towards the place where drinking water was kept, and after going there he drank some water, and after drinking the water he told Natalia that Oxen meadows were his. Oxen meadows belonged to him. Natalia, it is not true, they are ours. After listening his word, Natalia told Lomo that it was not true whatever he was saying, because Oxen meadows belonged to her. Lomo mine. Lomo repeated his words, and he told Natalia that Oxen meadows belonged to him. Natalia, it was not true. Natalia further told Ivan Lomo that it was not true. I will prove it. I will send my movers out to the meadows this very day. And Natalia told that she could prove it that Oxen meadows belonged to her. That is why she would send her movers to the meadows to that day. Means Natalia told that she could prove it that Oxen meadows belonged to her, and she would send the movers to the Oxen meadows. Movers means movers are the persons who used to cut the grass with the help of the machine, grass cutting machine. And Natalia became angry and told that she would send the movers to the meadows in order to cut the grass. What? After listening to Natalia's word, Ivan Lomo asked what? She was saying that she would send the movers to the meadows, she would cut the grass of the meadows. Natalia, my movers will be there this very day. And Natalia told Ivan Lomo that her movers would reach that day. Her movers would cut the grass of the meadows that day only. I will give it to them in a neck. Then Lomo told Natalia that if her movers would reach the meadows in order to cut the grass of the meadows, then he would hit them. You dare, Natalia became angry and asked Lomo, how dare he said that? How dare he say that? Lomo clutches at his herds, Oxen meadows are mine, you understand, mine. After that Lomo put his hand on his chest, on his left chest, because that time his heart started beating speedily, and he was excited, too much excited. And after that, after clutching the left part of his chest, he told Natalia that Oxy Meadows belong to him. You understand mine. And he insisted upon this that Oxy Meadows belong to him. Natalia, please don't shout. You can shout yourself hoarse in your own house, but here I must ask you to restrain yourself. If it was not, when Lomo started shouting, then Natalia requested him not to shout. And she further told Ivan Lomo if he wanted to shout, then he could shout only in his own house. But he should not shout in her house. And she also suggested Ivan Lomo to restrain himself from shouting in her house. If it was not the madam for this awful, excruciating palpitation, if my whole inside was not upset. Then Ivan Lomo told Natalia that he was shouting because his heart was beating speedily. And if his heart was not beating speedily, would not be beating speedily, then he would not shout. He was helpless. He was helpless, that is why he was shouting. Because he was not feeling well inside. His heart was beating speedily. He was suffering from blood pressure, that is why he was shouting. If he would not be suffering from blood pressure, then he would never shout. Again he shouted, Oxy Meadows are mine. Again he shouted and told Natalia that Oxy Meadows belong to him. Natalia, ours. Natalia told Ivan Lomos that Oxy Meadows belong to her family members. Ivan Lomo, mine. Ivan Lomo insisted upon to say that Oxy Meadows belong to him. Natalia, ours. Ivan Lomo, mine. Entered Chupko while they were talking, while they were discussing. Then Chupko entered the room. Chupko, after entering the room, asked, "What's the matter? What are you shouting for?" Chupko asked Ivan Lomo what was the matter, why he was shouting. Natalia. Lomo did not answer. Natalia told Chupko, "Papa, please tell this gentleman who owns Oxy Meadows, we or he." Natalia requested her father to tell Ivan Lomo that Oxy Meadows belong to the property of whom? Ivan Lomo's property or the property of her family. Chupko to Lomo, "Darling, the meadows are ours." Then Chupko told Lomo that Oxy Meadows belongs to the property of his family members. Lomo, "But please, Stepanovich, how can they be yours?" After listening Chupko's word, Ivan Lomo asked Chupko by addressing him as Stepanovich that how he could say that Oxy Meadows belong to him. "Do be a reasonable man. My aunt's grandmother gave the meadows for the temporary and free use of your grandfather's peasants." And after that, Lomo told Chupko that he should behave in a reasonable way, and he reminded Chupko that his aunt's grandmother gave the Oxy Meadows for the temporary and free use to his grandfather's peasants. The peasants used the land for 40 years. That is why his grandfather's peasants used the land for 40 years and got accustomed to it, and they were habitual after using the meadows for 40 years freely. they became habitual to say that they started considering the Oxymeadows as their own properties. It was their own when it happened that. Now students, I think I will spend too much, and next part of lesson I will explain tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.